Hello everyone, Edwin Anthony here again from Resolutions Design, here to create yet another video, another video for you guys. Okay, so to get started right away, again, my name is Edwin Anthony. I'm the founder and owner of Resolutions Design. We are a Shopify agency, building this video out for you so that you don't have to always hire a developer to do this. You could do this yourself without paying anybody. If you're new to this channel, the only thing, of course, as a currency that I do ask is to smash that like button. Smash that like button, subscribe if you like this type of content so I can keep pushing them out for you. Enjoy this content. Let's get to it. So right away, what we're discussing about is, well, what do we do when we have uploaded all of our products from Oberlo and we want to clean them out, right? It just doesn't look professional. What problems are we running into? So if we go to, let's say, our collections or our all products, we could see that we have these products with these super long names and these variants, and it's crazy. And the presentation of all of this, once you actually get to see them, even in this nice, beautiful theme called Turbo, by the way, I'll leave on the description, we'll talk about it. It's just a hot mess, right? Like it's ugly. You're like, what is this? How am I gonna get this to look really nice, really clean, and all that stuff, right? You have, different colors. You have from, and you have like on sale. Like, your stuff is not on sale. Like, your stuff is retail. Like, well, what is all this? And so this video is for the essentials of how to get all of this stuff cleaned up. What can we do? Okay, so here are the steps. Let's get right to it. So right here we are on all products. We're on all products and we want to make some major changes right away. So let's go over here, right here on the mouse here. Let's click on all selected items, and we're going to go to a secret side of Shopify where it's going to look like Microsoft Excel for a little bit. It's going to look like a grid. So I'm going to click where it says edit product, and it's going to show you this right here. It's going to show you an area where you can kind of like modify everything. We're going to get some stuff out of the way for view. And excuse my kids in the background, because if I don't do this video now, I'm never doing it. Okay. So right away, we don't need SKU. We don't need to see that. Let's just get that out of our way. Click away on SKU. We don't need to see that. We need to see other things, right? And before this video, what I did was that I started changing some of these prices. So I'm sure that by the time you get to this page, you would have changed some of your pricing, right? Typically with AliExpress or Oberlo, they have these filled out where you have a price and then a compare at price. This is one of the reasons why you see your website that says on sale, these products that are on sale, on sale, on sale, right? And it's like typically the same price, right? So what you need to do is that you need to focus on the column that's just called price. The compare price is what you're going to be paying for once the order actually comes in. So in reality, we technically don't want to lose this information, but we don't want the customers to see this information either. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a new field. I'm going to add a new field, and I'm going to put cost per item. Now, cost per item is a field that your customers are not going to see. And it's good for you because you get to see the profit that you're making on the product, right? And so what you do is that you transfer whatever it is that you see here over here, right? Now, it's kind of tricky to do this because, again, Shopify has done all of these updates, so you guys might have better luck doing this. But to get this done pretty quickly, 18.56, I'd rather do it manually. You could do it manually. It's totally up to you. But maybe there's a way that I could just say, all right, I'm going to click on this. This all says 1592. I'm just going to, you see this little corner right there? I'm just going to click, hold, and drag down because it's all the same thing. And then just type in 15.92. But you see, Shopify gets glitchy sometimes. Like, it doesn't do it. 15.92. So I'm showing you how sometimes it could get glitchy, right? And I had to click it again in order for that cursor. You see that blinking cursor at the end of the 90, at the end of the 2? It needs to be there so that you could bulk change that. That's why we're at the bulk editor. You could change all of that in one shot. And notice how you have freckles here on the side, on the left-hand side. What these freckles mean? These freckles means that you have made a change, but you have not saved it. Okay, we're not done yet, right? So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna leave all of this here for now, okay, including this right here. We'll just add this 9.10. Gonna leave cost per item right there. And this right here, what we want to do is we want to delete it, you know, because we don't want to have things on sale. So I went ahead, did that, and I pressed the delete button, and it got rid of all of them in one shot. Now let's press save. I'm going to press the save button right here. You're going to pay attention to how Shopify reacts on this. Pay attention. Okay, that's Shopify handling all of that in one shot, right? So the benefit to this bulk editor is that you don't have to go inside of the product one by one to start changing all of your prices, but rather what you do is that you take your time trying to do this. Now, the difficult thing that I've had so far was, and I used to do this before, I used to be able to go something like this and press Control Copy, right? And then right here, I used to go like this, and I used to do Control Paste. And now it doesn't even let me do that anymore. See, it lets me do a paste, but it does through the whole thing. Instead of just like Microsoft Excel, that I could just take this whole range right here and then paste it on this whole range right there. It used to let me do that, not anymore, right? Because Shopify is always doing these changes. So anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just type in 53.44, so on and so forth. I'm going to fast forward. I don't want to bore you. All right, so I went ahead and I updated as much as I could just for the example of this video. I don't want to like take too long on this. So that's one of the things. I would go ahead and update the prices as much as possible or as fast as possible here in the bulk editor, and then the cost per item so that Shopify, or at least you could see how the margins are pretty much set up, and you could see how your sales are pretty much doing. Okay, so the bulk editor is one of the first things you need to do. The only thing that you cannot do with the bulk editor is you can't change the titles, and you can't change the variants. But other things that you can do is that you could go ahead and add tags all in one shot. So you could see I have my tagging system going on here. There's some those that you see that don't have tags. Right away you could say, oh, what's going on here? Why doesn't this one have a tag? Well, what is this? This is how do you call it? Let's see here. Just trying to compare the rest here for a second. All right. So of course, the longer your list is, the more, okay, it's a coffee capsule, right? So right here, I'm just gonna put coffee capsule, okay? And then anything else that you see that's kind of out of line, then you go ahead and fix it. Right here, home style, so I'm gonna put here coffee mug, right? Because I wanna make sure that it coincides with my collection, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and press save on that, and it's gonna save and make sure that it's properly set up where it needs to be. So I got to make sure that all my tags are in place. Again, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to tags, check out my other video. I talk about how to upload products into Shopify, and inside of that video I talk about the tags, why the tags are so important so that they go inside of your collections. Okay, so we're done with that. What other things can we see here? We see product type, we see charging taxes, all these other stuff we really don't need. Okay, let's go back into our products. Let's go ahead and check out what is it that we could continue doing right away. So now, sadly, this is where the grind comes in. When you're starting off your store, I don't recommend you to add like I've seen so many people, what they start to do is that they add like 50 or 100 or 200 products, and no, that's not the way to go, because this step right here is going to be a nightmare for you, and it's going to turn you off. Like, you're just going to be like, no, I don't want to do this. This is so much work. So keep it lean. Don't go so much with the products. What you do is, what's a good amount? So a good amount is like, let's say 30 products. I think that's probably cap. But if you could try to keep it like 10, 15, I think that might be better off for you. And this is why. It's because of this process right here. So you went ahead and you did that. Let's go ahead and dive into this. We have this super long name, right? Which AliExpress and Oberlo, they don't care. Like, they're just like, look, we're trying to explain this to you as much as possible. And Google doesn't like this type of stuff. And your clients are going to get turned off if you have a super long title. You don't need this. Let's clean this up. I'm going to triple click on the title here. And let's just think for a second. Okay, what can we call this? All right, let's just look at it. It's a camera lens mug. Okay, so that's what you call it. Coffee camera lens mug. Okay, that's it. That's all you call it. Okay, now granted, can it be a beer mug? Yeah, it can, but look at our picture. It's not showing a beer, right? So for those that want it to be a beer, now that's totally fine, but we're gonna put it coffee because it coincides with the actual picture itself, all right? So keep it short and simple, and then here, what we wanna do is that we wanna get rid of all of this, okay? They don't need to see all of that, right? And what you need to do is set up a more simple description, something that is straight to the point. Let's see. All right, so let's see, something like this. I mean, you don't have to sound corny, but you have to sound human. Because if the store doesn't sound human, then people could easily see like, no, this is just like any other, and they're just gonna leave. So sound human. Have some type of personality when you put these descriptions. Okay. So what is it about this mug, right? 400 milliliter. So you see a lot of the stuff that come from the title, you can actually put it here. That's it. We don't have to like really go in on a lot of things. Okay. All right. So that would be good enough. In this example, just one picture. I think that's good enough too. Our price is set right here, how much we're going to sell it for. The compare price is 0 because it's not on sale. We're trying to actually sell this. And right here, it just shows you how much you're getting it from AliExpress, which then that information transfers into a margin, which then transfers into a profit, right? So that's why I say that these steps that I've explained earlier is very good so that you could see very clearly towards what's going on. Okay, that's what I strongly recommend. All right. If you want to set to charge tax on this product, if you're selling in the United States, I would suggest so. Let's keep going. Inventory managed by Oberlo, we'll leave that alone. Availability, we'll leave that as well. Physical product. The weight, don't worry about that unless you're trying to do some type of shipping arrangements that you're charging by the weight. That's a whole different topic. And then finally, we have this over here. We're going to correct this right here. Okay. So first, while we're here, let's go ahead and make these saves. We're going to save right there. And we have all of this stuff here. Now, let's go ahead and edit our SEO because we have this super long URL. And the reason why the super long URL is because of the old name, right? So I'm going to click on Edit SEO, and then I am going to triple click on this long tail, and I'm just going to press the delete button just one time. And what it does is that it automatically grabs the title and it makes it the new tail for the SEO. And anybody who had the old URL will automatically create, Shopify will automatically create a redirect so that there's no 404 into the new URL. Okay, so this is important. Let's go ahead and press save again. And you got a nice, clean, and new URL here. Okay, as you can see right there it is. All right, so we are good with this product. I think it's good to go. Let's go ahead into the next product because there's different scenarios depending on the product, okay? All right, so we now have this guy right here. We have an interesting margin. We have better profits. We're going to also charge taxes, okay? But notice I'm going to press this one more time again, and you're going to feel like, okay, I'm doing this like on every product. There has to be a faster way, right? But we're going to get right to it. Let's go ahead and do another practice here. So we have 4 pieces, coffee filter, 20 milliliter, reusable, refillable, coffee capsule filters for Nespresso with spoon, brush, kitchen, accessories. They might as well just kept going. For your home, in the morning, breakfast. Like, they go so hard on the title. Like, I don't understand. Anyways, let's go ahead and triple click on this. We don't need that, right? So, Nespresso, I guess that's the first word that we have to put in here. So let's type it in, Nespresso. Nespresso, 20 milliliter, right? Milliliter, all right? Reusable. You don't have to put refillable because duh, right? Coffee capsule, and we're almost on the overkill. Capsule and filters with let's put with brush, W brush. That's it. Okay, and then over here we go in. Okay, we go in, and in fact, you know what? Let's just grab this whole thing right here because that's what it looks like. It looks like a description. That's what this looks like to me. A description. Oh, all right, there. 4-piece coffee filter, 20 milliliter, reusable, refillable coffee capsule filters for an espresso with spoon and espresso race. All right, makes a great gift. Or for personal use, however, but it's there, okay? And so we have this picture and then we have that picture. We'll go over that in a second. So let's change. Okay, we got all that. Track quantity. Okay, good. Physical product. Wait. Multiple options, different sizes. Nope. Let's go fix our SEO. 1, 2, 3. Delete. Save. Good. All right. Let's see how this looks like. So it looks like this, right? Which picture is better, this one or this one? I like this one better, right? And I think it's straight to the point. I don't think we need to go in on this one. Like this whole thing here and this whole thing here, it's just a little bit too much. I think this is straight to the point. We don't need to go so deep into making. Yeah, it is what it is, right? So let's not overthink things. And so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead back over here and I'm just going to drag and overwrite that right there. And I'm going to say, hey, you know what? What'd you do there? Okay, here we go. And right here, I'm going to say, hey, you, click on that checkbox right there, delete media. We don't need 2 pictures to describe one product that's just so simple, okay? And then that way, when we go to view again, it is what it is. That's it. It's straight to the point. Look, this is what it is, and that's it. All right? So that's that one. Let's get into something a little bit more complicated now. We go here. Let's see. Okay, so that's updated there. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one. Oh, yeah. So this right here will look very familiar to you guys on products that are just like, whoa, with everything, right? All right. So one of the things that right away, let's just do the ordinary, okay? So we got this super long title, all right? So we got build on brick for Lego mug, do-it-yourself building block coffee mug, 350 milliliter creative drinkware, BPA free mug, birthday gifts, tazas, milk mug. They were going in on the translations there. You saw that? Okay. Buy. And we could put that there. Let's do it. All right, cool. And you could clean this out, in my opinion, but let's go ahead here and let's just clean this up. That's it, okay? So that's there. Let's go ahead and save that. Much simpler and cleaner. All right. So the next step here on this craziness is that we're going to go ahead and make this look a little bit better. So let's see how this looks so far with the turbo theme. All right, so by default, you notice that the white one came out there, and that is a bit tricky, right? Because we have something that's multicolored, and then all of a sudden they just bust out with white, right? Is this the most attractive one? No, it is not. However, you notice that this is the default, and they have white as the first one, okay? So how about we do this? Because their selling point, the reason why we clicked on this is because this was a nice picture. Like, we could all agree that it was like, oh, wow, yeah, that does look nice, you know, with all these toys and whatnot. But we can't show them all because the default needs to be a variant. And that's the problem with these products from AliExpress is sometimes if they come in different variants, the main attractive picture is one that is all grouped up. And that makes it tricky. So let's solve that problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot one that is very attractive, and it is actually a color. And I'm going to say this black one. On that screenshot, what I'm going to do, let's see, show more media. Okay, there's the white one right there. All right. So first, let's go ahead and move this towards the end because that's the last block. Okay. And the rest of them are that one. And sadly, we're going to get rid of this guy. Don't need it no more. Okay. And we have all of our products here still, right? What we're also going to do, check this out, guys. What we're also going to do is we're going to check on this black one right here. And we're also going to delete it. There's a reason behind this madness. Okay. We're going to go right here into add new media into this guy right here with that screenshot that I took. And I'm just going to grab this one and I'm going to make it, or I'm going to try to make it its default. The keyword is try. I'm going to make sure that this works. We're going to get back to this in a second. Let's go ahead and change these colors here real quick. So I don't like lower cases. That's just not my stilo. I like upper cases. So white. Okay, so that's what I did. I went ahead and I changed it. Okay. Now pay attention here for a second. We have deleted a black color, but then I added this one right here. And notice how all of these guys, they pretty much have pictures except for the black one. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to click on this thumbnail and I'm going to assign this guy right there and I'm going to say done and I'm going to say save. Now let's see what happens if I go ahead and refresh this here. If I click black, there it is right there. Okay, so although that's all set done here, we don't have this as a primary picture. Okay, what can we do? Let's see what can we do. Okay, so let's continue. So here's what happened. Let's try that again. So we're going to go to where it says Reorder Variants. Let's do that there. Save. And in order to make sure that this happened correctly, or this worked correctly, we got to make sure that this is right here, that this is at the top. So let's go ahead and press View. There it is. All right, so we have our first one there, and then we have these other ones. If you're having swatch issues, I made a separate video. Guys, check that out on the link. Hopefully, I'll put some link above so you guys could check it out. But you'll notice right away here, as you go ahead and switch out the colors will go ahead and switch out as they go, right? Rose. So rose, look at that. Rose didn't come out. I don't want to get too tied up in the video. Pink already exists. What? Oh, pink already exists right here. Okay, so the next thing, of course, what you would do is that if you have too much colors, right, you don't need to have all of these colors. Like, look at them. Which one do you feel that is going to be attractive to you? Or that you feel that it's definitely going to sell? Okay, so here's what I'll say. I'll say, all right, look, you know what? I don't want to sell. Let's go to more options here. Let's go to edit the options. I don't want to sell the white. I don't want to sell, let's see which one. Options, and we're going to get rid of this because it just doesn't flow well with the rest of the products. We're going to go right here where it says save. Okay, We're there saved, and let's go ahead and do this. And now we have our series of products here. On standard, what would be a good selection of different variations? I say somewhere around 4 to 5. Like the moment that you go overboard and like do 2 rows, it starts to look pretty ugly and a little bit of overkill, because it's like, okay, yeah, you have all of these colors, but then this one looks so cool. So then this one will go ahead and add to cart. And you might notice that your main one might be the one that you sell the most. It's really up to you. Let's continue with this training. So that's that one. Let's go ahead and look at other possibilities of craziness. So we're going to go right here to this one. This one is probably very common. What's an issue that occurs here a lot? We have a lot of colors, like a lot. So if you just look at all of this, which one, in your opinion, would actually be the most attractive, right? Or most pleasant to look at as a standalone product, okay? Meaning the actual default picture. Which one would you say would be it, okay? So that's what I would do. I would first try to figure out which one is the number one so that you could go ahead and move that to the first place. This one actually looks pretty cool. Like, it looks okay. Maybe this one looks better, right? And I'm sure you guys might go through the same thing, but definitely get rid of that guy. You don't need like that variation of things. You also don't need like the ones that are off. So you see this guy right here? I'm going to delete this guy, and I'm going to delete this guy. Although this one kind of looks nice, it's just that it has a very bad picture to it. Or maybe this could be the default product. But let's get back to it. This one looks off because of the picture, right? So some of these, the pictures just don't do justice, and that's why you want to make that decision and just get rid of them. All right, so I got rid of them. This one has a good presentation because it gives it that homey look feeling, okay? And while the rest of them are just, right. From there, you'll go and you start looking at these and you're like, oh, okay, this one's obviously gone. This one's obviously gone, right? And this one's obviously gone. So I'm just going to go ahead right here into more actions and say delete those variants. Yes, there's no way back. You went ahead and deleted them. Then after that, you're going to notice some of these names. What's up with this dot? Like, what is this, right? So you're going to give them names. So this one almost looks like a metallic blue, right? So you go metallic blue. And you start to wonder, would I offer these other two blue variations? It just makes no sense if I do, because I already have one metallic blue. So why do I need to sell these two as well? You know, okay, we have one color, one color, one color. We have this green, but then we have this other green. This one looks a little bit more pleasant, so let's get rid of this. We have this other one that's kind of aqua-ish. I'll get back to you. Let's work with it. All right, so here we go. Next step. Okay, so we have the metallic blue. We have shiny pink. Now that this logo looks better, let's see how our products look like. And then we have something that is a little bit more friendly. The only thing is, what's up with this thing here? Okay, get rid of that. And let's go right here. So it's talking about wholesale, blah, blah, blah. Let's copy that over here. Wholesale price, swig wine cups. It's not even coffee mugs, it's wine cups or wine cups. Insulated, thermo coffee. Okay, there it is. Thermos coffee mug. All right, so we're gonna get rid of all that. We're just gonna keep it thermos coffee mug. Vacuum thermos coffee tumbler. Okay, so that's actually better. We're going after those keywords. Thermos coffee tumbler 9OZ. So let's fix this. 9OZ lowercase. Egg-shaped cup. We don't have to talk about that. Great for any occasion. I can't spell. And then let's just keep it like that for now. Okay. So we're going to call this That's it. I'm not going to go in on that. But you guys could get into town when it comes to creativity, but you just want to keep it simple. I'm going to go ahead and update that. All right. And then, as I told you before, let's update this SEO and press save. Okay. And now we have our color swatches and all that good stuff. So remember, with the color swatches, you go ahead and watch the video for that. All right, so once we have that said and done, that's what I would strongly recommend you do for all of these products. You want to have it so that it's simple. Simple, 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 just like this. If you come across those that have, let's say, for example, you might find some of them that have like this other dimension of variants called ships from China. Ships from USA, right? That's when you go ahead and to edit the options, and you'll see that there's another option here, okay? Something like this, ships from, check it out, ships from, and then all of a sudden, USA, and then China, and all that stuff. If you ever see something like this, right, and you just want to do colors, go right here where it says a trash can, get rid of that guy, right? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, okay? And you want to leave it like this. This is your best output, okay? So what have you guys learned from this video? Pretty much to use the bulk editor. Use the bulk editor in order to change the prices. Get rid of those sales prices. Make sure that you copy the actual compare price to the actual cost of the price. And then also how to clean out the titles, how to clean out the variants, how to reorganize the variants so that it looks crisp, it looks clean, okay? Because a lot of the stuff that comes from AliExpress and all that is just so congested with information that it doesn't make it very friendly to sell. Another thing, guys, that you want to pay attention to is be careful with the product images having logos on it. The logos is such a turnoff for consumers. Make sure that all the pictures coincide in order to make the product collections look really clean. Okay, so as an example here, let's go to coffee mugs, and this might not be ready, but just kind of giving you a glimpse of it. See, if you have coffee mugs that just have, let's say, you know, it's just a picture, right? It's gonna turn out much cleaner, okay? Versus a logo that says something something here, something there. Don't get turned off right away by the logo. Just look to see if the product has an alternate image, and then use that alternate image as the main image. If you notice that a majority of your products, okay, have, how would you call it, the white backgrounds, and then here's your main product that has like some type of a multi background, then stay consistent with your website and choose a product that has a white background, and have all your products have a white background. That always looks more better than, you know, something that's like white background, and all of a sudden here comes this lifestyle background that someone took a picture of it in the kitchen or something like that. You don't want that. Keep consistency. If it's a shirt, like guy wearing a shirt and all that, just be careful when selecting it. You want to keep it clean. And remember about the variance thing. You see how this is just, it's too ugly. It's just too much. Okay? Keep it short. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Choose like the top 4 as variants. Because when you get to something like this, it's just a massive turnoff. You don't want this. You just want like maybe 4, 5 at max. 5 will be your caps. So shorten down your variants to something that match. If there's something that comes in multiple colors, just like how you see these two, choose the one that is the most attractive, okay, in your opinion. And do some A/B testing to see which one works, okay, guys? All right, guys, so thank you again for your patience in watching this video. I'll have more videos coming up soon on tips and tricks. What you saw right now, everything was using Turbo. Turbo with us is one of the best themes out there. We're also going to test out this new theme called Flex in the future. So stand by on new videos that are coming out when it comes to using Flex. Flex is another theme that's also by Out of the Sandbox. We'll make future videos of that in the future. Other than that, you guys take care.